If you've never bought a house before, there might be a lot of terms that get thrown around that maybe you just don't know about. Escrow, that's always a little confusing. I just like to say it.
Does that sound fancy? We're in escrow.
We're in escrow. We can't talk about it right now.
We're in escrow.
We are clearly in escrow. Earnest money, learned that when we bought a house. Amortization.
Oh, gosh. One of the most confusing is contingent. Julie and Daniel Desrochers from Desrochers Realty Group and eXp Realty are joining us via Skype with some definitions. Look at them. They're like a better-looking dictionary.
I mean, look at these lovebirds. Could you guys be sitting any closer to one another? How lovely.
They won't do that when you're having meetings with them.
No, they're very
professional, but they're lounging about.
Okay, let's start here, guys, with these words, contingent or pending. Just kind of set the table for us in making sense of those two words that we hear a lot of.
Well, contingent means that the buyer still has a way out of the contract, essentially. So the buyer has to perform on something for the contract to go forward. So that's contingent. Pending is when all contingencies are removed. So it's completely pending. We're just waiting to close. And that gets confusing, and a lot of houses on the MLS say they're pending, but they're usually still contingent on something, most likely the buyer's financing.
So if you're looking for a house and you see something that says contingent or pending, you don't have to automatically go, oh, there's absolutely no shot at us ever getting it, that those sales could fall through?
They could fall through. That being said, I don't want to get anyone's hopes up.
Okay.
The likelihood of them falling through are slim.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to break this down. Everybody roll up your sleeves. We are going to real estate school, and it's happening.
Mine are already rolled up.
Right now. Mine, too.
It's because it's so hot here because you left the lights on.
Okay. Julie, let's stay with you for a second. And Daniel, you just continue to stretch your calves. We're coming to you soon. Sold contingent on inspection. That sounds super confusing. Tell us what it means.
Yep. So when we have this contingency, that means the buyer is going to be performing an inspection. So they're going to have an inspector come in and look at the house, make sure everything's working, there's no issues. This is a complete true fail-safe. So if they find something in the inspection, they can back out for any reason.
I mean, it could even be like
the small things.
A little small thing, like, you know, this tiny window has a crack in it.
Window has a crack. It could even be we came back and we saw that the neighbor's fence is falling over and we don't like the neighbor's yard. I mean, it doesn't even have to do with the house.
Wow.
Technically.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, that gives you a little more leeway than you thought.
Okay, but you say, so even if when the issues are found, then you can start to negotiate too.
Correct. Yep. So it's not necessarily that you're backing out. You could ask the seller to fix those issues. You could ask the seller for some money off or some money towards closing costs for you to take care of those after you close.
This is why it's nice to have a realtor doing that negotiating so that you don't have to have those conversations.
Yeah,
and they
don't go it alone.
So Daniel, what about sold contingent on financing?
Yeah, that's a fun one. Well, you know, cash always makes it a little simpler, but you know, if a buyer is going to get a loan, they have to get an appraisal usually. It depends a little bit on how much money they're putting down, but you have to have a third party come in and do an appraisal. And if it doesn't appraise for the sale price, then you know, right now we're looking for buyers that have the cash to bridge the gap between the sale price and the appraised price. So let's say you sell a house for $300,000 and it appraises for $290,000. Does the buyer have the extra $10,000 to come to closing to bridge the gap? Because if not, the deal could fall apart due to that financing contingency.
Are you seeing a lot of that right now, Daniel? Because we're hearing about so many bidding wars for homes, and it was always a bit of a nerve-wracking part of the process when the situation was somewhat normal. I could only imagine that's really ramped up and must be causing people quite a bit of anxiety now.
Absolutely. We're seeing a lot of people bridging the gap to no extent. Like, we'll bridge the gap between sale price and appraised price no matter what the appraisal comes in at. So buyer could be putting themselves at risk for a $50,000 gap if it happens. We're seeing a lot of people, I think, borrow a lot of money from grandmas and grandpas and stuff like that for that.
Yeah, to try to bridge that, because otherwise it's like so hard to get a house because they're selling so far over list.
Right, I get
Fascinating. It. Okay, so here's another one. Sold contingent subject to statutory rescission.
What is,
Julie, honest to goodness, can you
things.
just fix, can you come up with something easier than that?
That sounds scarier than it actually is.
Oh, okay.
What it really means is if you're buying a house, a townhouse, usually a condo, even sometimes a single family that's in an association and has association that dictates what you can and cannot do, you have the right as a buyer to review those association docs to make sure there's nothing in there that would prevent you from wanting to purchase the home.
Okay, that makes sense. Like they're going to have some, you can't paint this, you can't do, you know me with homeowners associations, we don't get along. It's not in my DNA to be able to handle that. And you should probably know that about yourself. If you're a person who can live within a homeowners association, or if you're a person who cannot.
Yes.
I cannot.
Yeah, you're not.
No.
You can't move into where I am. We won't allow you in. Okay, I feel like we're kind of going to end here, Daniel, maybe on the easiest one, but you know this better than I. Tell me if I'm wrong. The phrase is sold contingent on the sale of the buyer's home. Is it as straightforward as it seems there, or are there wrinkles I don't know about?
It's pretty straightforward. It really is. We're not seeing that very much right now because most sellers, they're ending up with quite a few offers. So to see one coming in that's contingent on somebody else selling a home, we're really not seeing that very often. But we do see it, and I think the biggest thing for people to take away from this is that usually there's a very short window in there from where if another offer came in, it could be bumped. Usually we see that around 48 hours. So if a seller were to accept a contingent offer and another offer came in, you can usually bump that contingency.
But now, I mean, the problem isn't that. The problem is if you sell your house, how are you going to get another house? You know, like
listen,
you're going to put your house on the market, it's going to sell so fast.
More reason now than ever to not go it alone. And have someone who explains all this stuff. Julie, Daniel, go back to having couple time on the couch. There they are. Thank you guys. Good to have you back on the show.
If you would like Julie and Daniel and the team at Desrochers Realty Group and EXP Realty to help you sell, buy, or build a home, their contact information is at twincitieslive.com. Boy, that last one, building a home, very helpful.
All sorts of things there. Still to come.